Have you been wondering how you can create this type of roofs in Revit? Well, here you are. In this tutorial, I'll be sharing very quick tips on how you can create this type of roofs in Autodesk Revit. So be it the gable roof, the box gable, and so many other type of most popular roofs, I'm going to be creating them in this two-part tutorial. So let's just dive in and go to Revit. So where in Revit, I'm using the default metric for this tutorial, and where I have basically two levels. So I'm going to be drawing my roof in this using the default metric. So I'll just go to wall. Of course, you need walls for you to be able to do what you want to do. Let me just keep this at a basic. This is okay for me. Select all the walls and make sure they are getting to my level 2, which is what I want. Then all I need to do is to go to roof on the architecture and then select this level, yes, to be in level 2. And then I'm going to use a box. I'm going to be creating the hip roof as a start for now. So I will hit on the peak lines, and then I want my roof overhang to be 600. So I'll just click on that here, and here. So by default, Revit gives you a slope of all your slope angles to be 30 degrees, but you can also change that if you like. So if I click on finish, so I have my roof already. If I go to my 3D, you can see the roof. Can turn on shaded, so appreciate it more. So this is the roof we just created, the hip roof we just created. So let's go to level 1 again, and then we'll create another type of roof. So let's just go with a box 2. Want to finish this. So we're going to be creating the roof that slopes to one particular side. You can also create roofs using other tools in Autodesk Revit. You can use massing if you want to create roofs that its shapes are not consistent. So let's go. I'm going to go to roof by footprint. I don't want to use extrusion for this roof. So I'm still thinking of the name for this. I've forgotten level 2. Yes. So okay, yeah, the shed roof peak lines. I might still want to use the same offset here, so I'm going to type in 600 as my roof overhang. So I'll just click on the external walls, and then I will select this. Let me select all I want undefined slope, and then go to the back here and then define the slope, and then I might want to change this to a LD 10 or 20 degrees. Then I'll enter. If I click finish, do I want to attach? Not really. Now this how the roof is gonna look. Initially I didn't select these walls to be to get to the level 2, so that was a mistake there. So this is the shed roof. So what you need to do is to click on one wall, or you just hover around the wall and click tab to select all the walls. That's a quick way you can select all the walls. You, instead of selecting one by one, you can just hover around the wall. So if you hover around the wall, you just select tab, you select all the walls, then you go to attach top and base, then you select the roof, then it's all attaches. So you can see this here. So that's the shed roof. So back to our level 1, let's create another type of roof. Remember, top constraint is level 2, so we'll just click on box, and then we'll just create a box. I want to expand this wall a little bit. No, I don't want to edit it. No. Yeah, let me expand it a little bit. So I'm going to be making the gable roof with this. So of course you go to roof by footprint, level 2, yes. Then I'm going to pick the offset again, and I'm going to use 600 as my overhang. Click on this, and this to select my roofs. Then I'm going to select these two and then uncheck define slope. So I might want to leave the angle of this and this to be 30, so I just click finish. I go to this, so you can basically see my roof, the gable roof I created. So the same thing to attach this top. Instead of doing this one after the other, you can just hover around your wall here, and then you click on tab to select all of them, as you can see. Then you just check it, and then you go to attach top and base, then you click the roof, so you can basically see the gable roof that we just created along the first two we created. So we'll go to level 1 again to create another type of roof. Well, continuing in the gable roof we just created, we're going to create a gable roof with a cat slide. It's actually a type of roof depending on the shape of the building you have. So I'm going to click on those particular wall CS, my keyboard. I want to take this out a little bit from here. Then of course my square. Okay, it's like a rectangle, so I'm going to click on it, CS again. Remember, CS is the shortcut for create similar. Then I might want to have this, let's say you have kind of this shape, and then you have an entrance porch, then you want to use a gable roof with a cat slide. So I'm going to click on this wall, use the split element or the shortcut SL. Then I'm going to use trim, and then trim this to this, this to this. Okay, so let's say we have this type of shape and you want to roof with a gable and a cat slide. So what do? Go to architecture, roof, level 2. Yes, I'm still going to use my peak lines. I'm still going to make use of the 600 mm overhang with my peak lines. So I'm just going to pick the edges of this wall and make sure I'm picking the outside edges, very important. Okay, so I have this way, and of course this, if you finish this way, it's not going to be it's no longer going to be the dormer with a cat slide. It will no longer be that if you do that, like if you finish this way. So we'll just remove some of the lines we do not need. So we just need only two angles, which is this and this. So I might just do this and then undefine the slope. The same thing here, undefine the slope and then come back here. Sorry, I didn't do that. Yeah, undefine the slope and then come here and then define the slopes. I have this two basic slopes. I might want to leave this at 30 if I want, or I can still decide to change that subsequently. 30, let's just do 20 for this, 20 degrees. Then I will enter. Then of course you finish. If you go to the 3D, you're going to see the roof we just created. This is a dormer roof with a cat slide. So the same thing we did in the other ones. Hover around the wall and then you hit tab. You're going to select all the walls for you to be able to attach them so you can see them. Then you attach top and base, then you select the roof. So this is a dormer roof with a cat slide, as you can see. So for the other type of roof we'll be modeling, we'll be creating a cross gable roof, just similar to this. So I just selected all these walls here, then I copied. Then I'm going to have the wall again here. I might want to bring this out a little bit. Maybe extend this, guys. Maybe I can leave this way. Okay, so we'll go to architecture, we'll click on the roof command, level 2. Yes. Then of course I like using offsets, peak lines, and then using making my overhang to be 600. This, basically just clicking the outsides of the wall. Okay, so this by default is at 30 degrees. We just want to finish that. Then let's turn this so you can see what we just created. Alright, so you can have something like this. It's called a cross gabled roof. So this works. So basically we've ended up creating 5 of these roofs in this tutorial. we'll be creating more in the part 2 of the tutorial. Stay tuned. Please do subscribe, like the video. You can share to your friends if you also want them to improve in their use of Autodesk Revit. Please do click the subscribe button, do like the videos, and then please you can leave your comments below in anywhere you're having challenges. I'll try as much as possible to get back to you. Thank you very much. See you in the next video. Peace.